And hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video we'll be taking a look at the Nokia 2660. So before we get to that, let's take a look at the box it came in. So it just came into a nice little box here. Nothing really in it except for a manual, which is not in English, but this might just because this is a special import, meaning it came from a different country. It also comes with a charger, and it also comes with this charging little brick here, which you actually just take and you put it in there and it will charge. It does use micro USB and not USB-C. That's something to take note of, both here and if you plug this in here. The phone itself, just a flip phone. Nothing too special about it just yet. And yeah, let's turn it on and see what happens. Now I'll be giving my thoughts on this phone from what I've seen of it, for how long I've had it. I haven't had it for very long, but I'll also just tell you pros and cons, should and shouldn't, and yeah. First thing, yeah, you'll notice the screen sucks. This is not just on camera, although the camera is definitely making it worse. But yeah, the screen isn't a 10 out of 10. For the price I paid for this phone, I would have expected something better, and the screen isn't the main reason why you'd get a phone like this. So let's first talk about the features. It does have a camera and a flash. Both are not as good as you may think. But this camera is kind of nice. It does have some of the most basic features. You can go to your gallery, change effects, so you can have like negative mode, which is cool. I've always loved this mode. It's not touch, my bad. Zoomer vibes, I'm sorry. Yeah, so it has a camera. And it does have messaging. I have confirmed messaging works. I've sent my sister a message. Works perfectly fine. I create a new message, pretty easy. You do your typing, so let's say whatnot. And then here at the bottom, you like do this typing here. For example, I haven't typed with this in like years, so I'm very slow, but there you get it. You get like hello. And it's simple. If you want to like change so you get only lowercase letters, then you just tap that and you only get lowercase letters. Maybe just bring that in a little closer if possible. If you want to get only numbers or uppercase letters, then you press this again, and I'll get only uppercase letters. And you can press it again to get numbers. But of course, if you just hold in a letter, it will also give you the number after a couple of seconds. But yeah, that's a very slow process. Yeah, the typing is okay. I haven't typed on one of these for a very long time. You can get insanely fast on this if you try. I wouldn't say it's great speed, but you can get really fast. I remember my sister was insanely fast with it. Then you also have if you plop off the back, you also have the removable battery, which is nice. And similarly, you do have a couple buttons here. You do have your volume buttons, which also displays here on the front. Very neat. And you have your SOS button. If you hold this in, it will call your ICE or something contacts. It's very difficult to see, but you should be able to see it if I just like zoom in a little bit. Yeah, there you go. There you can see the buttons. And yeah, so you do have extra buttons you can press. As for apps and stuff, there's a couple of apps. For example, here you can like go to your college tree, your contacts, your gallery. You have your camera, your messaging, your intranet, and we'll get to that in a second. You have Facebook. You have Snake Zia. Zany Zia. Anyhow, just Snake. Nothing really too special, but it is cool that you can have Snake on here. I was hoping we get a couple of games. And yes, the sound is incredibly loud. You have your radio, which works actually pretty good. I like it. You have our settings. We'll get to that later too. You have our videos and music. These are just files basically, so you'll need to Bluetooth your videos over. You have our calculator, simple calculator. You have your alarm clock. You have your games. You do have a couple of extra games here, for example, Crossy Road, and they're paid. A lot of games on here are paid. I don't know exactly why it's paid. It's like 20 Rand. And you can like play one. And you can like play travel. Like what's this? Oh. Damn. But yeah, it's a game. And you have a couple of other games as well. But you also have your voice recorder, a couple of extra features, but these extra features are basically nothing special. And there are things you already have, like your countdown timer, stopwatch, torch, converter. The converter is cool. It can convert temperature, weight, length, area, volume, currency. All phones actually need to have this built in, I think. And then you have your torch. You have your calendar, your counters, which is something to do with your SIM, like data and stuff you're using. You have your files. You have actually a pretty cool game. Basically, I don't know what Try Lift. It's a dictionary game. So this is the worst meal I've ever eaten, the baddest, the most worst. I think this is the worst. Boom, Bob your uncle. You're learning English. Very cool. And yeah, that's mostly all there is in terms of apps. So yeah, you can't actually install more. That's another thing. Take note, if you're looking for something that's running KaiOS, that's actually what I was looking for. You need to look at the 2760 and not the 2660. This runs Nokia's old software, so their old operating system. So you can't really install anything. You don't have an app store. You have to look at the 2.7 series, not the 2.6. The 2.6 doesn't have this, as far as I know, but the 2.760 has. So maybe you go for that one if you want KaiOS and more features. Because with KaiOS you can get like WhatsApp, and you can, I think, watch YouTube videos, and you can do all of these extra nice small things. As you know, and it's not just a phone, because this currently is just a phone and nothing more. Also, your microphone is up here. You might have seen that little hole punch there. Yeah, there's your mic. I don't know why the mic is here specifically. Very weird. Because would it make sense to put a mic down here where you speak? Because when you hold a phone like this, you're going to listen up here and going to speak down here. And here, press the SOS button. You'll see it says long pressed for SOS call. This phone doesn't have Wi-Fi. Take note of that. It only works with normal data. We can actually take a look here. For example, connectivity. You have airplane mode, Bluetooth, dual SIM, access point, network type. Network type does not have Wi-Fi. It's only the Gs you want to use. And yeah, that's about it. You do have a backlight like on the keyboard. So there is like a little dim light on the keyboard. That's actually a nice feature. I didn't expect that. But that's something cool. Then you have a couple of other things, but nothing really important. If you want to do a software update of your system, you will need a working memory card, unfortunately. So you can't just update because there's only like 32 megabytes of storage on this. So not a lot. Personalization wise, you can set up yourself a welcome note. So when you boot up your device, it will show you a little note before it completely starts up. You can change some of the sounds. I disable the keypad volume because it is just insane. Like, listen to this. Whoa, 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 whoa. No. I think I'm changing the wrong one. As you can hear, I'm not a big fan of that. You might like it at the start, like we did, me and my sister. But give it an hour and you will not like it anymore. Then you have your theme. Theme is not really very changeable, but it's cool that you do have like some sort of theme. Now everything's red, or I can go make everything blue. They also have your keypad for speed dial and lock screen shortcuts. As for lock screen, you do have one, and I forgot how to actually activate it, but you do have a lock screen. but I don't like it because then you do have to do kind of a lot of effort to unlock it, because then you have to like open it up and then you have to press star. Opening the device will also accept the call unless you disable that, which is okay, not really great. And as for the internet, like the pride and joy of this phone, you can use absolutely nothing. For example, we can go to YouTube, and like here we have YouTube. Let me zoom into that. There we go. Yeah, just zoom into that. So here we like have YouTube, or there's at least the Googled version. So we can just like, yeah, go to that. And here you have YouTube. However, it is not in the greatest of states. For example, if I want to play this video, you know, ouch, not gonna work. Yeah, so the player doesn't work, not in mobile or desktop view, unfortunately. But it's not all bad. You can use Facebook, I think. I don't have a Facebook account, so I can't verify that. And you can also view my website, which is still incomplete, but you can view it, which is nice. And you do have a menu where you can also say you want to go to settings and tick or untick mobile view, which might fix a couple of bugs for you if you're having bugs with it. And let's see here. I should have a bookmark. Yeah, there we go. And this one should open up in mobile view. Yes, there we go. So you can see the first one I opened up was in desktop view. This is mobile view. It's a little bit better because it actually loads like the image, and you can click on the link, whatnot. Great. You can also Google with it. That's also fine. But like most things on this device, it is fine. So here we go. Now we just Google that and see what we get. As you can see, Googling works. If you want to Google basic stuff, you can. A lot of websites just won't work, but here you can like Google if you wanted to. So if you just need basic Googling, this is actually perfectly fine because you get the basics. You can also use Facebook, as I said. So if you're a Facebook person, you can, but all it really does is it opens up Opera. And yeah, you put in your details and you go into Facebook. Kudos to Facebook for still supporting this, I guess. Well done. And yeah, that's about really it there is to it. Like, you do have your videos and stuff, but not really too important. And also, if someone calls you, their name or number will display here on the front, which is cool. I do like that. Calling and sending and receiving calls and text messages both work perfectly fine in South Africa, at least. So this is good. I'll also leave a link in the description to where I got this phone if you're interested in at least testing it out. It also deals some, which is nice. And yeah, that's about it for the phone. It itself is okay. I would definitely say go for a KaiOS device instead. This device is pretty cool. But if you need something more, like WhatsApp or more apps or something like that, this device is not for you. This device is if you want to go old school. You're really old school. You don't want WhatsApp. You only want SMS. You don't want YouTube. You only want basic Googling. It's basically for that. It's not for any new wows. This is if you want an old phone just for calling that flips. Because that's what this is. This is who this is marketed towards. It's marketed towards people who want an old phone that can do nothing but call, basic Googling, and SMS. That's what this phone does. It does have a headphone jack, which is nice. But yeah, so that's about it. If you want something more improved, I'd recommend maybe getting the Cat Flip, which has Android on it and it flips. And it's not 15,000 Rand, it's only about 3,000 Rand. Or getting the Nokia 2760 or 2770. I think they both have KaiOS, which is a little bit more feature rich than this, meaning you'll be able to do a couple more things on it than nothing. Great phone though. If I had to give this phone a rating, and we rate it on what it does, I would give this phone a 7 out of 10, because what it does good. It does SMS, it does call, it does the flip, And the flip is really nice. It does the show information. The camera sucks, but that's fine. You're probably not using this phone for the camera. The flash sucks, but that's fine. You're probably not using it for a flash. And if you do use the flash, you can close the screen and flash it to wherever you need it. That's kind of cool. It has an SOS button, so if you're really in danger, you can just hold that and we'll call people for you. It has a bunch of buttons that do the same thing. Like here, lock keyboards. This is what if you want to do a lock screen, you have to press star to unlock it, whatnot. It's a great phone for what it does. It calls, it SMSs, it has basic Googling support. It does not have Wi-Fi. It does not have help. It does not have hotspot. It does not have data sharing whatsoever, as far as I can understand. And it's not really for developers. I don't think you can really get your app onto this device. But if I were to rate this in a usability meter for the price, though, this will get a 3.5 out of 10. Mainly because you pay 1,500 Rand for a phone that can Google, but it can't YouTube, it can't WhatsApp, it can't Telegram, it can't really anything. Thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and tell me what you think of this phone. Do you think it is worth the price? Do you think it looks good at least? Like if we just get all those fingerprints off, because this is a fingerprint magnet. Do you think it looks good at least? I think it does. It looks great. So tell me what you think about it in the comment section below. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all again in the next video.